Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, fake doctor, whatever you want to title her, she has been on so many platforms, having so many good discussions that I felt like could be expanded upon in a healthy way, only for me to end up feeling like every time I see her, she's grifting or panhandling.
Dr. Brian's outfit at that Jeezy concert. I seen it, and I seen the discourse that was around it. And I like Dr. Brian, but I'm not gonna sit up here and lie and act like she don't give me old hoe in the club vibes. Like,
If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. She swears up and down she's breaking men down, she's doing this and doing that, and then you find out that she's into women and she doesn't have the greatest track record with relationships herself. Anyway, let's brush past that. She's speaking on women this time. Yeah. She is talking about why women like to be side chicks. And I want to know what y'all think about this. I'm going to give my own. And before this is done, my final analysis.
Who's more delusional right now, men or women?
Oh, that's a great question.
Yeah.
Women, y'all know I stand on a mountaintop for you, especially Black women. But I got to say this. I meet better men nowadays than I meet women.
Wow.
And that's just the truth. There are so many men nowadays who are ready to be married, who are ready to be family men, who are standing on principles, who are, really into and relational with the women that they're dating.
Right.
And I meet a lot of women who want to play the field, who want to be, more of we have womanizers, but we do have women who are manizers. And when you start to look at women who want a man to just perform, right, which goes into the same field as gold digging, that's a woman who is considered a manizer. And unfortunately, I meet a lot more, men who are like, Doc, I'm ready to get married, or, I'm ready for the next step. And women who either are not there yet, or they're saying they're there yet, but their behavior that they're exhibiting and their inability to be able to nest in a man and allow him to lead her is not allowing the relationship to really take the course that the man is trying to lead them to.
What do you think it is inside of women that allows them to be a side?
Ever been down this road before? The lack of training growing up as a child within the single parent home plays a huge factor in this all the time. Most of us are just mirror images of what we grew up around at 30, 40 years old. You just won't admit it or acknowledge it. The thing that how can I say this? If you was really being honest with why you've allowed yourself to be in these type of situations with men, and you didn't escape or try to run from your and run from the subjectivity that you put yourself in, these wouldn't be the type of discussions that we have. Like, you were the way that you are, you lied to us, your friends, but your actions say otherwise. What do you think is going to happen? I'm not saying she's wrong at all. There are way more men out here that are dead on serious about something. These women are now trying to be men though. They want to fuck, and they want to wear the pants in the house.
Give me cock. Oh, please give me cock. I want a cock. Remember the first.
Why? How? All of it is programmed, no matter how you look at it. Men crashing out or deciding that this shit is just not worth it It's because of what women have become. It's because of what they were taught growing up versus what they see now. We were told to do all of this stuff for you. You get to 16, 17, 18, 19, you start to see that none of this shit really lines up with what you told me, my nigga. And then look, we got a whole clusterfuck of miscreants running around everywhere.
Opposite. That's a daddy issue, a parental issue. Some women have mommy issues. We don't talk about that enough.
Wow.
They are so resentful toward their mothers that any woman that they can tear down is a representation of them tearing down their mother that they've been mad at. And so if I could sleep with your man knowing that that's going to dismantle you, when I really want to be able to dismantle my mother who either abandoned me, who wasn't there, who mistreated me, who abused me, or who I have this resentment toward, then guess what? Every woman from that point on is just going to get it. And it's unfortunate because we blame women's bad decision making, right? Or they're misbehaving on daddy issues. But we don't talk about how there's mommy issues that women have as well. We always put mommy issues on men. But when a woman has resentment towards her mother, because again, they felt like the mom didn't show up in a way that she should have, then that woman has it out for other women. And that's easier for her to get into positions of being second. Also, daddy issues, right? If she's never had a father dote on her, love on her, and choose her, that means that any choosing that she gets for her is what? Valid.
You know what that shit come down to? You trying to be their friends. You trying to throw a device in their face and tell them to get their hell on and leave you to your cigarettes and your Walker Texas Ranger that came on at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It come down to you taking precedence over your boyfriend or your girlfriend, over your drug habit, over the fact that you didn't have the same tutelage growing up and you spreaded that to them. You don't want to pour or invest in the time with your son or daughter to teach them these things, like talk to them. Like you got to sit and actually have a exchange of words over a repetitive amount of time over and over and over and over again until it registers in a way that they can understand it. So when they go out here into the world, they remember what you said and they apply it to their own walks and their own unique design. But we don't do that. You don't see that a lot. So I said this before, it's no different than you giving somebody a gun, you don't have no bullets in it. Or you give them one, they don't know how to use it. They don't know how to take the safety off. They don't know how to properly hold it, aim, and shoot. It's no different. Now, my only pushback with her is, where was this at when you were talking to Nick Cannon and all these other people? Why weren't you speaking up sooner about this stuff? Because that's a conversation that needs to be brought to fruition way more. Issues women have with other women that raised them. Yeah, the lies that you tell them, that fairy tale that you impose on them without giving them the harsh realities of life. Everything that you said here, I can get with, except for the fact that you spend more time trying to cultivate an audience and infusing them this idea that you are after this type when your record reflects something else. You're into women. Your marriages didn't work out. You didn't give real detail about why. But we can just come to some type of assumption that You just wasn't feeling it. But all in all, yeah, dysfunction on both sides, men and women. And every time we go out here and we get involved with somebody, we're secretly thinking about our parents, what they've done, what we've seen them do, taking our frustration and anger out on everybody else because of them. Like you're trying to communicate towards your partners as if they're them, and you see how that work out. I'm glad this was addressed though. We need to have more dialogues about that because it's not just the absent father, but it's the present mom too. Y'all share y'all thoughts. Let me know how y'all feel about that in the comments section. Are men more serious than women are for relationships? Have the dynamics changed? I used to think women always wanted the marriage and this, that, and the third. Now it seemed like, to me, it seemed like both sides are kind of checking out.